Hey, it's your favorite life coach. And I have some thoughts for you today. So, first of all, yes, I know I'm looking extra hot mess-ish because I just got out the shower and my allergies are ridiculous. But I digress. I want to talk about what happens when we get what we want, right? When we've been want something for a long time, and we've been dreaming of it, and like it happens, right? Like something that we almost didn't believe would ever happen happens. Well, two things happen, and I could talk about that because I have more recently had that experience where like something really, really amazing that I've been working towards happened. And so two things can happen. One is that we might get it and then we realize this ain't what we want. Like this is not what you want, right? Or, you thought you always wanted it, but then when it came, it was just something that maybe you didn't have those same desires, or you changed, or you've grown, right? That ain't what happened to me. But the other thing that can happen is that our like our sort of inner critic, our program thinking can kind of seep in, right? And then we start thinking things. We start having doubts about what could happen. Sometimes we have imposter syndrome. That's not an issue for me, but I do understand that because I've had that before. Or we're just like, really? No, like something's gonna happen. Something like we're waiting for the ball to drop because we're so used to having to struggle. And so what I want to say about that is this is so important to continue to do the internal work, right? Because that is why we're getting this blessing. Whatever it is that's coming our way, whatever it is that we've manifested, we're getting it because we've done the internal work for it, and we've done like the external work for it. And the universe, God, Allah, whoever want to give grace and thanks to, is like, hey, we got you. Remember when you said you wanted this 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago? We feel you're ready for it. So sometimes we feel we're not ready for it, but one, we are ready for it, and two, we have to do that. We have to continue to do that work so that we don't let those negative thoughts seep in, so that we don't let that imposter syndrome, so that we don't let those doubts or our attachments to things sort of take over, right? So if we have an attachment to strife and struggle or lack or poverty, right, then if we're attached to that, then those little thoughts start to seep in, and we start thinking that, oh my goodness, like what if we think of all these bad what ifs, right? And most of the time they're very unreasonable. And even if they're not, and these things do happen, we usually can handle them because we built like that. But I just really want you to keep that in mind, that when you do manifest something or ask for something, that sometimes we discover that, thank you, this is not what I want anymore, and that's totally okay. And then sometimes we have to start to continue I don't want to say start, we want to continue the process of reprogramming ourselves. That's all I got for you. Have a lovely weekend. Peace.